Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing Progressive Capitals on the Younger Scrolls. Little play on words there with the Skyrim series, the Elder Scrolls, and the various other Elder Scrolls game. I think this map is designed to look similar. It might be similar to the Skyrim map or maybe the one from Oblivion. I'm not entirely sure. Um, but we are playing as the green player out of the fourth position. We do have a bot. One player did not ready up, and we do play neutral AI here in the Tier List Tuesday videos. We're playing as a green player again. I like my prospects for the top of the board here. I could go on this 3 over here, try to compete with blue for the +5, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to cap on this 2 over here and compete both for the +3, +7 here. And just give myself some options in the middle of the board. Now, this 1 wouldn't have been too bad. Actually holds a potential kill guard on the red player there in the middle, but that +8 is not going to be a bonus that I'm going to have any luck in holding. And blue actually immediately quits. So, for some reason, the blue player is flagged. We're playing a 4-player game right now, unfortunately, with the bot and the blue player quitting. And this will make yellow's hold here quite a bit stronger. Red is places troops next to me, goes into this bonus. So we know that this bonus is not owned by the red or owned by anybody, right? So I'm probably going out of the 4th position here, probably going to knock him out of here. He's not captain here. Why would I let this player hold this? He might have even just bailed on his capital. I'm really confused by that play by red. Very aggressive first turn play. So much so that he's fortifying his troops out. We have a 3 back into capital, so I think I just knock him out of here. I don't think there's any reason I shouldn't get aggressive on the first turn here, unfortunately for him. 11 on 4 is a 100% roll, and he took this right next to my cap, so yeah, I'm not going to allow that. And I'm actually going to get a little provocative here. I'd like to get some board vision off of my initial material here. So if I can see a little bit of red there, I'm actually going to hit this. I want to see where he came from. He's got a 6 there. All right, that makes a little bit more sense why he went for this, because he is capped here. But we're going to have some quarreling early, apparently. Interesting that he went for that right next to my cap, despite the fact that I capped there. Obviously, I can still play for the +7 here if I want to. But slowing my opponent down probably is not a bad idea. We've got more troops on cap right now, but he's got 2 off cap here. We got a half-decent roll on that 4 stack, as we're going to probably see yellow start this one off with a potential snowball. I don't think he gets this bonus on this turn. He did lose quite a few troops on purple there, but we're getting provocative here. Pink, there's a 2-point hold over the right-hand side of the board. 3-point hold, rather, because this pathing does still exist. This blizzard doesn't really do a whole lot. Red tries to go for the 2-point +3. The bonus is on this board. It's a 66 territory map. We got 6 blizzards. Knocks us down to 60. We're sitting, with blizzards included, 21 territories, rather, larger than the classic map. We have some pretty strong bonuses in terms of troop generation. Stoneloft, the weakest. That's going to be our 2 territory, normally 4 territory, +3 here, as red is going to continue to try to play for this bonus here. Despite the obvious fact that we're sitting right next to him, we're not going to let him hold that, and he comes back to cap. I'm not going to bother opening his capital up here. I'm obviously not going to let him hold this either. He hits my 2 there, which I'm a little surprised by, but I guess, again, he wants to take this bonus, and he's going to keep fighting for it, most likely a futile effort. We are going to get a slightly better trade than him. I need to figure out how to leverage my troops into both taking him out of here and also starting to take my own bonus on the side here. So if I go 5 here, this should be able to get some exit over here. And I'm obviously just going to... Well, an 8 cap should hold up. Again, not going to let him hold this next to me. And then we also have to start making some progress. Unfortunately, a bunch of purple in my region over here. But I need to start picking up territories where I can, and making an effort over here to potentially hold this +7 without red knowing, because then I'll be able to put really, really strong pressure on him. Unfortunately, purple bot is committing a lot of its early generation of troops in the bonus that my cap exists in. But the bonuses, we mentioned the +3. There's a couple +4s. Those are going to be Darkmire, or just one +4 rather. Darkmire down here on the bottom right. A lot of +5s when you consider there's only 9 total bonuses. A third of them are going to be +5s. Simraholm, Wodenvale, and Swolsnir are all +5s. Dilciro is a +8. Filner, Helm Filner, and Windmire both +6, and then Cloud's Edge a +7 at the top if you're able to hold it. Yellow getting likely pretty close to this bonus. I don't know why red is going to keep going. And it looks like he's not going to keep going for this. He's going to go for this bonus here, which I believe I saw some purple in this region. He does not knock yellow out of here, and he actually does knock us below 12 troops. So a little bit unfortunate there, or 12 territories, I suppose. I could try to get him out of the bottom here, add some extra troops down here, but he's got too much down here right now. Pink is going for the +6 on the right-hand side as well. I'm probably going to, yeah, I'm not going to have much luck here. Kind of poor pathing there. He's going to take this, yellow's going to get this, and red and I are going to keep fighting. It's not really worth my efforts to keep fighting with red over there. So I need to devise an alternative plan. I mean, I'm just going to take this. I want to force him to hit me in an uncomfortable position. And maybe he'll even let me hold it. I highly doubt it. But I am technically closer to the bonus. I am 1 territory closer to it than he is. I'm not going to be able to take my +7 because of how much purple exists. And this is, again, the one downside with neutral bots that I really wish SMG Studio would fix. And that is... the bot should play as a bot if a player doesn't ready up. It shouldn't just keep taking or just playing and passing over and over again. The unfortunate thing is that just kind of how it goes. I don't know why it's programmed to work that way, because it's still, you see the bot icon. It plays. It, for all intents and purposes, is a bot, and I get that it's the neutral inactivity behavior, but technically this player never played. He's not inactive. He doesn't get credit for where his bot finishes, is I guess what I mean. So he knocks yellow out of there. And now pink getting 10. So red and I don't know. I'm going to have to... This is just an unfortunate spot of where I capped because... Again, if this player was botted, it'd be much easier to take this material out of here. Like an actual bot that is taking troops and bopping around. Unfortunately for me, that is not what happened. So I need to ensure that the red player... So actually, pink, this is intriguing. Pink has the +4. I don't know if he had that on the previous turn. He did. Okay, so he had the +4, and now he grabs the +6 here and defends against me. Not looking good for me or red right now. I need to make sure red also doesn't have this bonus here. And you might be wondering, Money, why do you keep attacking this? I need to slow this player down. I really... He shouldn't keep hitting me. I shouldn't keep hitting him. It really is what this boils down to. But neither of us are going to have bonuses here. Pink's natural expansion is going to be right over into me. And the reason I attack to the right here is I'm trying to get vision on the entirety of red's bonus here, because I don't want the red player to be able to capture this +6 and have a significant advantage over me. Now, once the trades get higher, the +7 is in play, but we've got pink getting soon to be probably 17 troops per turn here. Yellow's going to go for this +5 at the bottom. I'm not really sure why. I would have immediately attempted to take this blue capital just for the positioning play, because the longer this game goes on and this cap stays as a 6, the harder it is going to be to take it from a different player who takes it later. And he's going to stack next, so I think he's going to take this on the next turn, and it's just merely progressing his play here. But the reason we're positioning ourselves like this is because we want to make sure red does not get this bonus, which it looks like he has just done. Yeah, that is almost certainly a bonus capture from the red player. Not going to allow that. I don't even need to retake the bonus here. I just got to irritate red enough where I don't even want to break I don't want to open his capital, so I think this 3 comes back. Pink continues. Pink's got the entire right-hand side on a 3-point hold. I don't think he realizes that this connects up top here. Otherwise, he'd probably hold troops there just based off of what I know of this breed of player. But 5-on-2 to break here. Give it a shot. I didn't want to open up his cap, right? So just leave the 4 in there. Mild inconvenience. I mean, we've resigned ourselves. The moment he took this bonus next to me and wasn't capped in it, if he was capped in it, I would have left him alone. I would have let him hold it. And if you guys are wondering, like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, it's because he's not going to stop putting pressure on me. And the same goes for me. The benefit is I trade in better than him every single trade in. And we actually get to keep our other 2 cards here. We can use the artillery, or not artillery. This is technically the artillery. We can use the dudes, the infantry here. And try to progress wow, yellow does not instantly take the capital. He's going to roll my 2 instead. I do not understand that play from yellow. I don't get a sense of strength from many of my opponents here, which is fine. It's, well, strength in terms of skill, not strength in terms of troop strength, because obviously myself and red are considerably weaker than yellow and pink right now. And yeah, he did not take this capital, so he just knocked this material and is waiting to take it. Maybe on his trade-in turn is when he'll go for it. Red trades in right now. He'll have enough to knock the 4 out of here, but we're obviously not going to let him hold this. That would be foolish. And actually, I might even be able to hold this with my trade-in. And even if he hunts me down here, I'm still going to skirt along the side. 5-on-3 failure would be nice, because it'd be a massive waste of troops. And pink getting 17, about to trade in as well. Glimmer Star or River's Keep. We actually have River Keep down here. Glimmer Star not super useful for me, so I'm going to play off of this, and we're going to re-break red, and hopefully he won't have a trade on 3 to be able to do anything to me here. Pink continues adding over here, but he's not really playing a game of rapid expansion here, so as long as my 3 doesn't get hit over here, I assume he's moving on the right-hand side here. Why Pink wouldn't aggress oh, don't hit my 3. And don't sit there either. He hits my 3. Okay. Okay. Why Pink wouldn't aggress the yellow player there is beyond me, but that's okay. I'm very surprised he wastes his time hitting my 3 there, but that's all right. We are, again, not going to let red hold this bonus. I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do here? I don't care if I open him. I'm going to force him to spread himself out. I know that normally seems like a potentially dumb and aggravating play, but if I can force him to spread out and kill him for his cards, which I do get a trade here, it's not going to be very high value. It's only going to be 12 troops. Then, I don't know. I just need to irritate him enough, because I know he's on this 2 here. He's got 2 on Emperor's Glory over here, which I do have to look out for. But otherwise, this should be his last position. I believe yellow and pink, well, I believe yellow removed him from this lower area here. And if that's the case, it should just be, take this, yeah, he took the, okay, he just took the blue cap. If we bank on red being removed from everywhere but this territory, we just have to get to this territory. I don't know. My goal here was to bait him into, like, sacking into my cap here. He's just going to try to take it all back. Wow. I mean, it spreads him thin, right? He had an 18 on cap before. It's also going to spread me thin because I have to hit it all back. But if I can weaken him enough where he just continues wasting all of his troops here. He takes the bonus back for some reason. I don't think I'll be down enough for him to take me out of here. Now, again, we got to be careful with pink. We have to be very, very careful with pink. I'd like to get this 4 back to cap. I think put 2 here, the rest on the side over here, and just re-break like we did before, and that way we can fortify this. Because with a trade-in, especially if pink takes... Like, if we see pink end up with this +8 somehow, I think we'll have really, really good prospects for taking red out with a trade-in pretty soon. Because that cap was down to 11 or 12. He hit with a 12, right? So I had to leave. Yeah, that cap's down to 11 now. Obviously, no elimination yet for me, but we do have the trade. I don't want to use the trade. Okay. Oh, it's a 12. My mistake. That's bad dice. Unfortunately, I have to bring this back to cap. Got bad dice there. I know this type of gameplay is not my favorite. It's not my favorite to play like this. But again, if I have a neighbor, he's not going to stop aggressing me, and I can't let him hold the bonus because I can't let him get an advantage over me. With the other players still so far ahead on total troop count, the longer I let this player, or if I give this player any chance to have an advantage over me, it level sets the trade-in advantage that I have, trading two behind him in order. And so I kind of just unfortunately have to keep kind of gunning it down this player's throat. And it's unfortunate because he opted to take this bonus next to me on the first turn. And then he kept trying to retake it. If he had just left it alone, I think I would have left him alone. But he kept trying to retake. And so I kept trying to knock him out of the retake. And honestly, I'm just trying to get to a point where I can anger him enough. It sounds futile, but anger him enough where he tries to sack into me. But I'm not going to take the 12 trade. It doesn't make any sense to do that. He breaks me, and then he's going to retake, and we're just going to do the same stinking kerfuffle here that we've done this entire time. Again, I want to break him off the side. I don't want to break him off front because I want to force his stack to move around. And there's obviously the possibility that at any point here, the pink player could just say, screw it, and come kill me. And that's a risk that I'm willing to take. But it's just, I'm good at coming back from a deficit, typically, in this game. And so the necessity here is really just about kind of leveraging the frustrations that I'm giving to this player. He'll get 12 plus he'll get 17, 31 on 20. It could win, but it shouldn't eliminate me. It's just whether or not pink is paying enough attention. So we'll do our best to... we'll have a +8 advantage on this next turn over him on terms of trade, and then every future trade would be +10 as long as we trade in order with pink between us. Yellow getting very aggressive here with only 12 troops. The blue bot still actually has some material somewhere, and these players could have killed both of us by now, both me and red. I think yellow is aggressing pink, which is a perfect turn for this to happen because it means that he... it means that pink will go hit him. You know, yellow didn't like that he was seeing this guy getting 20 a turn, and he's doing something about it. Here comes the red trade. I respect red's resilience. He's being very, very resilient. He does not come roll to capital, though. Obviously, he retakes the bonus. Why wouldn't he? I didn't realize he doesn't have access off of this position. That goes back to capital. I don't know what yellow has in the middle. Pink loses a total of 2 cards worth of, or 2 territories worth, 6 territories. 2 cards. Yeah, technically 2 cards worth of territories. Yeah, we're not gonna let red hold this. Not at all. I actually could box him out of here on this turn. Kills blue, that does nothing. I don't want to take this bonus next to pink because I think he'll just break me, and then I'd be churning through this purple material for no reason. I wonder if they knocked red out of here. That might actually be my best play here. I can't leave my cap too susceptible. Like, if I open him, I can't leave the cap susceptible to take, though. So, here's what we're going to do. obviously not going to let him hold this bonus. The bonuses are still worth enough where doing that is not worth my time. I knew he was in here. So essentially just tease myself up to eliminate him on a future turn because I've gotten him out of that position. Yellow with 32 off cap there. Do I have a trade on 3? I do not. And pink managed to get in there, not only break yellow, but also take one of his capitals. So I imagine this yellow wrath here is going to go right into the pink player. Should go down and break. Actually didn't break this bonus if pink had this. It looks like he went directly to the right. Purple cap's still not taken, by the way, if you guys didn't notice that. So I don't know where that is, but it's probably reasonably strong to the point where these guys don't want it. Maybe on one of the unknown territories at the bottom of the board. Trades are now up to 30. That's why I needed to make sure these troops came back to cap in case red traded early and tried to eliminate me. But we did get the yellow and pink quarreling. This was one of the things I was waiting for is would these guys aggress each other? And the answer was originally no. It is now yes. So our potentially futile efforts here on the red player throughout the duration of this game lead to... He comes in here. I don't have this bonus, bro. You can do all that. You can do that all you want. My potentially futile efforts lead to... at least the other two attacking each other. And pink actually going to retaliate on yellow immediately. This could be bad for us, actually. I think this will be good for pink and bad for everyone else involved. It might even get yellow to quit here. But interestingly, this 4-player game providing enough action here. Kind of the definition of insanity up here in the top left. I don't actually think this map is bad. I think it's a decent map. We've got some interesting blizzards here that certainly make this bonus up here considerably more appealing. Again, we can't let red get the +6 now, but we should have leverage to eliminate him on this next turn. We have the Joker to do it. If he does not trade here, we'll get him for 5 cards, almost certainly. If he does trade here, which he should trade here, we're likely not going to get him for that amount, but... We'll have him on 35 here. We will get the 35 trade. Yellow sets in response. Is he back down to 5 troops a turn? He is. Wow. So both of those players trade early. Red would be incredibly wise to trade on 4 here. If he does not, it's going to be the end of him. If he does, we're going to drag this out much longer than we'd like. Now, there is a chance red is somewhere over down at the bottom on the right-hand side. We got to hope that we have enough material to swing back. I'm praying that he does not set on 4 here. That would be very, very nice. Got a +2 on Guardian. I think, yeah, we're going to lose that for sure. Joker is nice. Here comes the trade. I think he certainly trades because the other two did. Yeah, there's the trade. Do we get him to sack into us? Because he will not win this roll, and he'll feed his kill to me if he does. I'd love to see him sack this, because I don't think he wins this. Okay, he does win it. He can't eliminate me. That was... I would love to know what that dice roll was. It was a 74 on 41. Maybe a more positive roll than I anticipated. Let's see, we've got risk calculator. Nothing like coming back from 1 territory, right? As long as pink doesn't kill me here. And pink would have seen him, so that's not great. 74 on 41 is a 64% chance of winning. I'm surprised he didn't lose more than that. He went minus, what, 14? Pretty lucky roll there. I very well might get knocked out of this spot here by pink if he's paying enough attention, so... red was left with, is this the end of me? Nope. Sweet. Got very lucky there. Little heart attack at the end. We'll get 45 troops. I'll at least get my cap back, if not eliminate red outright. Though I don't trade off of him, so I don't think I want to... Oh, actually, we're going to win my cap instead. Let's see what he's got up here. I want to leave the pathing. Actually, you know what? He's so obsessed with the bonus. He's actually so obsessed with the bonus that I don't trust that one of these other two players isn't going to come kill me. He's so obsessed with breaking these bonuses that I'm fully convinced he will open me up to eliminate him on the next turn. I'm actually so convinced he's going to do that. I don't trade off of him right now, so I didn't want to take that risk in case Pink tries to do some hefty damage to me. Yellow's getting 9 now, so I think he has the +4 in the bottom right. Also, Fergus is here. You might not be able to see him on the camera, but he is present. So that worked out. I tell you guys, I try to do stuff now that just changes the way that I play. And honestly, one of the strategies is repeatedly bothering your opponents. It's a very annoying strategy. I will fully admit it. But if you're trying to win positioning and you're later in the turn order, obviously Red with the trade in early, he got a little lucky that Pink and Yellow set in because it gave him an extra 10 troops that he wouldn't have otherwise had and probably wouldn't have had that cap roll. Actually, I got the calculator here. If we drop that down to 64 on 41, it goes from a 64.5% chance down to a 27.5% chance of winning that cap roll. So it's a very big difference those extra 10 troops made in the grand scheme of things here. But again, I don't think Red... I think Red is so focused on breaking here that he won't value his own life. And he'll re-break. And if he doesn't re-break me in the +6, then I hold the +6, right? His cap was better than mine. It's closer to the middle of the board. It looks like he's going to try to dip under. No, he just breaks right in. All right, so Red perishes here. We get the Red elimination for sure. And this is why I had a feeling, this is why I felt comfortable making this play on Red. It did get the good cap roll, but typically these players who are so focused on bonuses and so focused on breaking, which mind you, again, I understand that I was somewhat focused on bonuses and breaking there. But there's like I noticed that he was set on that, and so that's why I did it this way. Typically these players, their MO is... they're going to continue doing it afterwards, even when they're weak. And Red did that there, and I should be able to take him out here. There is a chance that Pink kills Yellow on this turn, or gets pretty stinking close. I almost wonder if it's worth hunting Yellow after this turn, but we're gonna take out Red here. It's got 15 on capital. This should be a 100% roll. Just want it to be close enough. It is barely 100%. I don't know that I have pathing through here, so we're going to split this. We do not. And if Red, for some reason, is alive at the bottom of the board, then I have dropped the ball. It's not. The question is, yeah, Yellow's only worth 2 cards. We do not go for Yellow here. We do not go for Yellow at all. We have a +2 on Laramouth, and there is the Red player eliminated from the board. I'm going to go like 35 and 16. We'll fortify the 7 to that capital. Just trying to take 1 extra territory, give myself some leeway here. And that is a Red player eliminated from the game. I will take it. Obviously got the purple bot still bopping around. But that is essentially the gist of, if you're later in the turn order and you can continue strong-arming a player, obviously you would prefer not to be down to 1 territory. Pink is not a paid actor. You'd prefer not to be down to 1 territory, but sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. It's been fortunate also that Yellow and Pink have really sunk their teeth into each other here as much as they have. But in that instance, if I'm the Red player and I know that I'm at a cap troop disadvantage because I gave this cap away for free, I do not reopen this. You can still break the +3, reduce my troop count a little bit, but I'm not on a trade. And so you ensure your life as far as my ability to eliminate you if you don't if you don't break me there in the +6. Or alternatively, he put 6 troops here. I thought he was going to loop underneath and break me in the same spot I was breaking him. That didn't open up his capital. There's only 3 territories in this bonus that you can hit that don't open up the capital. One of them is this one here. That's the easiest to access because pink is the only other one, or yellow in this case, the only other one that has access to this over here. Pink trades on 3 again. Manages to scoop a cap. So he has... yellow is capless right now because the bot still has a cap. Now, the question is, how much did he lose on that roll? He does not trade in off of... do I have a set on 3? I don't have a set on 3. He does not trade in off of it a kill on yellow here, but he will be on 4 cards. So we almost got to hope that yellow managed to hide some of his material amongst the purple bot here at the bottom. Yellow really did a poor job of contesting pink here, I think. He let pink get the jump on him with that early trade-in. Aggressing pink on his own lack of trade-in. So unless pink... I think pink's got enough time to get this kill, I thought. He hasn't hit here yet, though. He does not get the elimination. All right, we're going to go look. I may as well go look. Oh my gosh, it was 1 territory. It was literally 1 territory. Huh. That's a decent chance of a trade. I wanted the +2. Why not? Came over here with 2 separate stacks. Let's just 100% this bad boy. Make sure we get that. And then... I don't really want to get that 23 extra pathing. I don't know where everything is down here, though. Oh, that's a free cap. I'll leave myself with some extra cards. He does not have a trade-in, though, so let's leave this as like a 14, I think will be enough. And then we've got Combs again. It's got a 14 there. Okay. All right, we got decent-sized caps everywhere. Pink is down to no bonuses and a single capital. I imagine he'll wreak havoc here. We actually don't get the trade-in. I shouldn't have held out. There's very, very... no, he won't set in before me. He can't. I'll be on... He'll get to 3 on the same turn I'm trading 5. So, that should be the game. Purple manages to sit here with a bunch of territories. We're going to have pink come through here, and it actually doesn't have pathing without going through purple. He does not... He has to hit this cap or purple. And so if he tries to look for pathing up top here to scoot through, he's going to have to go through purple, which is an unfortunate usage of troops there. I don't think I have the juice to eliminate him here, but I'm surprised he wouldn't just bite the bullet and hit purple there. We know he's not going to be on a trade here, so I'm just going to play off of this and knock that big stack out of there. And I'm actually going to do the same over here. I might as well take him off of enough board as possible since I know he doesn't have a trade-in. And we'll prep ourselves to eliminate him on the next turn. This game, really a tale of 2 halves, I would say. It's like a basketball game where the one team's getting dominated or having a really tough offense in the first half. Playing okay defense, but bad offense in the first half, and then manages to turn it around and play really well offensively in the second half. If you don't watch basketball and you don't like my analogy, I apologize. This was a very bizarre game. I think I read my opponents pretty well. I was kind of correct in that just nobody in this game was particularly that strong. Pink won't get lower placement by me eliminating him before the bot. He'll still... It's essentially a 5-player game that we played here. And he's just going to give himself up to me, essentially, here. Loses nothing on that 3 there, interestingly. He doesn't break either of these bonuses on the left-hand side. His cap is free. This is going to be curtains for the pink player. Good game, sir. And I don't know. This map's not bad. I think it's just a really average caps map. I don't have much to say about it other than that. So let's take home the gold medal here. And oops, I did not mean to click that. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, we got to revise our strategy here. I don't know that I have enough troops to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, no. Well, that's annoying. I'll give this one up for free. Just keep the pathing on. I accidentally clicked the 3 over here, and then when I tried to click back, I didn't think I had selected. I tried to click back to the 89, and watch him have a trade on 3. No, okay, good. I was gonna say, man, I was gonna blow a gasket there for a minute. That was so silly. Everybody makes mistakes, man. That is for sure. That is a pocket. I do not mess that up. Okay. Honestly, maybe I just wanted to make sure I traded in off of his elimination. I think that's what it was. And I might have done it anyway. Will I get... The question is, can I get enough here off of this trade-in to... I don't actually have a... I think I've got enough. I think I can do it. This clears most of that. I want to world dom a bot. It's completely unnecessary, but we're going to do it. Say that I world dom this map, even if it was just a bot's territories at the end here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a win. Very surprised by that. But we got it. We got there. I'm happy with it. A little bit of stress in the middle, you know? Had to keep the red player on his toes. I'm being ironic here with this, guys. I very much should have lost this game. I want to make that clear. I'm trying to make a joke out of this because I didn't play particularly well, but I played just well enough to keep myself alive, and I think knocking red out of that position was smart when I did it. It left fewer troops on Capital, but it also left an additional position that he didn't think about. We had yellow as a master. I'm a little bit surprised by that. He picked a fight with a guy who was just getting way too many troops per turn early. If he had considered how weak red and I were, or and at least checked, he could have eliminated the red player and potentially even me as well much earlier in the game and gone into a 1v1 against pink. Probably had a troop advantage simply because he got a bunch of cards off of both of us. But let's take a look at where this map stacks up in the grand scheme of the tier list. I've got the wiki as well as our tier list, obviously, on my other monitor here. So, again, this is the map without the blizzards. We did have a big chunk in blizzard here in the middle. It's tough to see the borders with this particular image here. The bonuses are, like, kind of strong if you're able to hold them, especially everybody likes this bottom left bonus. This bottom right one's not bad, and obviously the top left was the attractive spot for red and I this game. Again, 66 territories. It's kind of one of those, like, pretty reasonably open. Also, the bonuses can be held. Also, the blizzards kind of have some impact. It's really destined for the B tier. It's not bad. It's not great. Card block opportunity would have been there. I think it sits... It's a little bit... It's actually probably, honestly, better than most of these guys in here. I think it's slightly better than Red stands for. I think I like the New Zealand and Australia a little bit better than this one. Not a bad map. A really solid map to play caps on, honestly, if you want some decent competition. I don't even think there's that much of a snowball opportunity here. We had two separate players getting decent-sized bonuses. So we're going to place that up in B tier. We'll be continuing with this Fantasy 2 map pack, I believe. I don't know which one we want to do next. Maybe we'll do Jules Verne next. Lost Temples in this map pack as well. And there's one more. I think Dracula's Castle might actually be in here. I think Dracula's Castle is next on our list. Let me double check that one. If it is in Fantasy Map Pack 2, it is. All right, we're doing Dracula's Castle next. We also got Lost Temple and Jules Verne coming up in the subsequent weeks. This map, though, crazy 1-point hold. Stay tuned for that one very, very soon. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.